So now moving on to rather more modern maritime helicopter in this instance, coming from historic helicopters, the stable of Andrew Whitehead down in charge, and Ed very kindly provided something that was very, very familiar indeed around the shores of Great Britain several decades ago. Certainly I remember as a kid sitting on the beach playing on the terrace and waving to the search and rescue helicopters that often used to just come and provide an extra bit of fun to Andrew Whitehouse has done a very fantastic job of collecting an extraordinary number of historic heritage aircraft, supporting three fleets of operations at the same time. He's got 6 airborne Seaking, 2 Royal Air Force together, one Riviera, HAR3, and 2 Westland Air Force and also 2 Mark IV, what we call jumping commanders. Also along in his sailors, the Westland mix and a whirlwind. British license-built version of the American Sikorsky S-61 helicopter of the same name, built by Westland helicopters. The aircraft differs considerably from the American version with the Rolls-Royce dome engines. It's derived from the General Electric version. And of course it's equipped with British-made anti-submarine warfare systems and a fully computerized flight control system. Primarily designed for performing anti-submarine warfare missions, Seaking variant was adopted by Westland and trying to known as the Commander, which of course we refer to as the Jumping. Led the way in particular variation, the HAR3 and 3As, with the addition of a first turret in the very early 2000s, which was a real game changer in search and rescue, giving the capability to see ahead in the water and in the dark with up to about 200 many rescues featured and recorded. The aircraft today of Michael Maverick then himself hugely well-known, experienced and expert helicopter pilot, spent many years in the Navy himself before getting involved with Carlton Air, and that led him into an extraordinary amount of film and television production where the British is still very much a total character, and that made a major contribution to aviation in so many different ways. In addition to the search and rescue bit, the fuselage will always take 17 seated casualties and 2 scratches as well. Some of you will be familiar with the Royal Air Force search and rescue flight at Westland, which covered this area of Payton and Bull Bay as part of their patch, and completed rescues on the cliffs of the north of the bay by the co-pilot who's flying here today. that of course is Jonathan Evans, so thank you so much for that. However, you can't operate this on your own without the assistance of very, very competent and professional rear crew as well. And the commitment and dedication that goes into keeping these aircraft airborne, although in the hands of the generosity of Andy Whitehouse himself, the owner of historic helicopters, the addition of supporters and volunteers, but particularly those perhaps more unsung in Dave Casey, Chris Page and Paul Middlehurst, who you will see some action provided by them when they start doing some glitching dropping on the back. So, this is the serving engineer who was similar to the transport ownership historic helicopters. Paul himself is also an ex-Royal Navy air crewman and experienced Seaking operator. Is in the left-hand seat, there as I mentioned, over 10,000 hours of RAF helicopter pilot training. First flew Seaking back in 2001, and that's 31 years as a search and rescue pilot as well. And as part of the crew was based and Chipman, there's only many rescues in and around the Westland area. So they now see the crew coming to action from the Strong, doing a few aerobatics himself on the end of there. And I'm not sure whether this one is still an exhibit, but then it's Seaking had a little back, so rear crew operating just get that better version of the capability of the aircraft, however, just do the final adjustment. Imagine what it must be like to be day in, day on sea. But of course, those incidents happening in the work of weather and the courage and bravery of these guys must be recognized in terms of the environment they went into, heaving seas, dark, cold, gales of wind, not just the sea, but of course in the mountains as well, where they use remarkable work. Search roles, the Seaking were able to operate to precise navigation standards, with the multi-band homing system, satellite nav system, search radar, and a comprehensive radio suite, and a large selection of radios as well. Equipped with a hydraulically operated main rescue buoy, and electrically operated emergency rescue buoys, and electrical connections as well for all the medical equipment that was required to be carried on board. I mentioned the video and infrared detection pod, which was a real game changer to the capability of this aircraft, and very similar to that used by police helicopters subsequently. All SAR crews were also trained to operate using night vision goggles over unfamiliar terrain. The rear crew were also doubling up, being trained as paramedics to supply immediate first aid and recovery services immediately to the rescue site before handing over to other supporting forces. Rolls-Royce gnome turboshaft providing around 1300 horsepower each. Maximum speed is a bit chunky aircraft, is quite heavy. Giving a maximum speed of about 125 knots and able to fly up to 10,000. the west turn down the final for the final farewell show. We are very pleased to see it. I mentioned yellow already today. We've seen one aircraft, we're going to see another yellow aircraft as well, very high conspicuity colour. Unlike its other version, the Commando obviously being more camouflaged, the grey. One aircraft is very tricky to see against both the sea and the sky. Repositioning now, coming into a steadier speed, keep your eyes peeled.
Mum, can I swim in this?
And you see now, just being deployed on its farewell towards the end of its display here now. The Royal Air Force ensign being deployed from the venerable HAR3 Seaking. Seakings were involved in a range of services across both the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force, as well as wartime roles in the Falklands War, the Gulf War, the Balkans conflict, the Iraq War and the Afghanistan. Seakings perhaps the most well known in its capacity in the search and rescue role. Red and grey with the Navy, and as you see today, yellow decorated with the Royal Air Force. It was also adopted in the more strategic role of being an airborne platform. This particular aircraft, 597, is one of the number of Seakings inspected, so temporarily Class C grade, they're using in post-war joint historic helicopters and Whitehouse in there. Another iconic aircraft for the flight being rewritten to CAA as G10A. Featured notably in the Sunday evening drama of the C1 visual and partnership in the Apple TV channel. So here on the second level, so you know it's big boys and girls, mums and dads, skip through a massive great wave of all working very hard to entertain the afternoon. Our great thanks to Michael Malik Smith and the controls, Jonathan Evans alongside him. And in the back, providing us with additional entertainment with the windshield and the flag now going back in the cockpit, aided by Chris Page and Paul Benthurst. And our grateful thanks to Andrew Whitehouse and Historic Helicopters across the summer. Including really excellent demonstration, and so good to see that back after many decades absence from the shorelines of the UK.